Okay, you know what they say? They say it's not what you eat between Christmas and New Year's that matters. It's what you eat between New Year's and Christmas that matters.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. This show powered by 3-day-old Chinese food, toffee fay, and caramelized, what are those things called? Popcorn twists?
Oh, yeah. And Mother Dough Bread Co.
Of course, Mother Dough Bread Co. It's all good.
Even when we got nothing to talk about, there's nowhere I'd rather be. 'Cause there's something about you and me just sitting around talking sheets.
Yes, thank you, Dan Davidson. It is the week between Christmas and New Year's, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a little bulldog.
She's not. She's in a food coma right now. She's in the food coma that we deserve to be in at the moment.
Yeah, it's so true.
It's the weirdest week of the year.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
like a liminal space, as people call it. Like, it doesn't feel like you're in reality.
And you always have to ask yourself, what day is it, like, of the week? Like, we're recording this on Sunday, for example, and I mean, I guess it felt like a Sunday because there was NFL football on, but that was the only reason why it seemed somewhat familiar.
Yeah, and what's crazy is I'm working this whole time. It's not like when people say, like, you lose track of time because you're not at work and you're taking vacation or whatever. I've been working. I worked the game last night.
Yeah.
It's still, for some reason.
Yeah.
I mean, with my job, days of the week don't matter. It's either game day or non-game day. Right. So I already kind of have a skewed sense of reality when it comes to that. But this week is, we call it elastic waistband days. No hard pants allowed. Although you are wearing jeans.
I am wearing jeans, but
brave.
I'd say my belly is kind of overlapping on top.
Are they fully buttoned up?
They are.
Okay.
But again, when you're built like me, it's just you just wear them a little lower.
Yeah.
Right?
On the subject of outfits, do we want to do our first ever Talking Scheetz fit check?
Okay, what's fit check? Fit
check is like when you say what items of clothing you're wearing. I think that you're really excited about your sweater, so you wanted to mention
I am. I'll be honest with you. We did kind of in the last couple of days because your brother was working doing the firefighter thing. He's on shift. He's in
I guess
platoon 4.
I don't know.
I
should know.
I think it's platoon 4. So they have these 4 different platoons, which again means that they have a specific shift, and then there's like platoon 1, they have a specific shift, and it all lines up. So there's always somebody working, which makes sense. I think he's on platoon 4. So
you
platoon
always
4
need a firefighter there.
Worked overnights Christmas Day and Boxing Day, and so we kind of waited to open our gifts, and I actually made a mother haul of like actually stuff that I enjoy having.
You said last night, as we sort of we'll talk more about why opening gifts took so long, but as we wrapped up opening gifts, you said, I actually got some stuff I liked this year.
Yeah.
So I guess
I'm wearing something from the Lauren Kyle McDavid
Sports Club Atelier,
which, I'm not exactly a Sports Club Atelier guy, but put Oilers on it. And it says Oil Country on the front, and it's got a really cool thing on the back, and it's nice.
It's really nice. It's like a subtle way to rep the Oilers so that you're not wearing your Leon Draisaitl jersey every day.
I've got Leon Draisaitl socks.
That was a last minute. I was running to that Ice District Authentics Oilers store because in the last podcast you said, all I want is Leon Draisaitl socks after I already bought you quite a few things.
That's a good, that's a veteran move, actually, by asking for things right at the end when you know they've already got you things. So
because then you get extra.
Exactly.
Yeah, we added the socks on top, but Ice District Authentic store had one pair of Draisaitl socks left on December 23rd when I ran in, and I was like, all right, there we go.
You get a company discount, so I hope they were cheaper than if you bought them at the gas station.
They weren't cheap socks.
No, they're not cheap socks.
You pay for the premium of wearing Leon Draisaitl on your feet.
Yeah. All right, and what are you wearing?
I'm wearing a new sweater that I got.
From who?
I got it from my sister-in-law, Leslie.
Okay.
And I don't know if this means something, but it says favorite daughter on it. I am the only official daughter, but maybe it is a little bit pointed.
Passive-aggressive?
Never from her. But I don't think that we could ever say she's passive-aggressive towards me, given what she got me for Christmas.
No.
It just kept going.
Yeah.
It just kept going. A lovely gift. It is a cool brand, for the record. She didn't get this custom-made. It's a brand that is carried at Anthropology, but I really do like it. And when you're the only daughter, you're defaulted as the favorite daughter. So
okay, our colors are somewhat similar. I'm colorblind. It's cream.
Yeah, mine is like more of a cream, and yours is a little bit more of a tan, I would say.
Okay,
but they're close. We kind of coordinated outfits. That's easy to do when you live together.
Yeah. It works out well.
Which is something we'll be talking about.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's get into the show. Okay, shall we? Let's start with a Good Scheetz, which is something we do usually on a weekly basis. And today, Good Scheetz is brought to you by Londonderry Dodge, which again we're very thankful for, especially with the weather we've had. This unbelievable snowmageddon, and just dealing with it with the Ram Rebel I'm driving, the beautiful Jeep
Compass Trailhawk.
Thank you that you have.
What's been really nice is the automatic start that comes with it too. With these cold days, instead of having to go out and start your vehicle all the time, you can just double press the button. That's really nice.
Yeah.
It's a great vehicle. Almost no vehicle is designed to drive through the things that we've had to drive through in the last little bit. Like, it's just an astronomical amount of snow.
And cold.
And cold at the same time.
And wind.
It just everything. Yeah, but the Jeep Compass Trailhawk makes it as easy as possible.
All right. And this time of year is the perfect time of year to go to Londonderry because they're blowing out the 2025s and they're giving you great deals on the 2026s. So check them out yourself. Okay. Good Scheetz is basically just an opportunity for us to revel in some things that are great in our lives and maybe that you can relate to as well. All right. We'll let you go first.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, I thought you were talking to the audience. I was like, they can't talk.
Yeah.
They're only listening right now. We should ask them their favorite parts of the holidays. We'll do that on Instagram coming up. But mine is just living at your parents' house as an adult. Like, I still have a home. I'm not living here, but we stayed over on the night of Christmas because we went out to our big family Thorsby celebration, and then that's like an hour and a bit from our house in Edmonton. So we kind of stuck halfway. Slept over on Christmas night at your house, and now it is December 28th, and we still haven't gone home.
Right.
So we didn't really plan to move in, but we just kind of have. And what's something that is so nice as being an adult, especially with a little kid, having Leona here, it's like moving into your parents, they always got snacks. There's always someone to help out. And it's good vibes. I think maybe you don't feel the same way.
Oh, I feel the same way.
But it's been so much fun. And
I
Leona,
feel the same way.
Of course, Boxing Day wakes up not feeling the best. Everybody, it seems like, has some form of flu going around, and the holidays make that so much worse. So she wakes up not feeling the best. Getting some help with that is like so nice too, because having a sick kid is just as hard as it is. But we had all hands on deck. It's been fun. Everybody's kind of taking turns making food. It's not just been you guys. I feel like we've all sort of. Carter and Leslie made brunch. We made dinner last night. Everybody's doing their own thing, but it's like we have a commune, an official commune here. And so my Good Scheetz is just, even though, and again, I've also been working full time, so it's not like I've been on vacation, but the times when I've not been working have been really relaxed. So that's nice.
Okay. Yeah. No, I don't feel like the freeloading has been too aggressive.
Hey, producer Renato helped shovel today.
He did. Yeah, he did. And no complaining, no nothing. You just tell him what to do. He'll bear down and do it.
He's a good shoveler, which has been very handy these last few days. Like, I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone, if you're listening and you're from Edmonton or even Alberta, you know how crazy it's been. But I have never seen this much snow in my lifetime.
No, not in your lifetime.
No.
I mean, probably when I was a young boy, I was talking to your grandma, my mom, when I was giving her a ride home the other night when she was over. And I said, I remember, and again, maybe it's because I was small, but I remember the snowdrifts being incredibly high at that time. And maybe it's because I was just little. But she said, no, it was different. Like, this is like old-fashioned snow.
Yeah,
like old-fashioned snow.
I don't know what is going on. It looks beautiful, though.
Yeah.
As a Good Scheetz spin on it, when you look out the window on Christmas, or Christmas Eve when it really was coming down, and it just looks like a snow globe, like you're living in a snow globe. The shoveling and the roads make it really, really difficult, and of course the extreme cold, but it looks beautiful. If you've got a Christmas carol on and your Christmas tree up and just some big flakes of snow falling, that's a Good Scheetz to look. If you have nowhere to go,
yeah, if you're warm and you're in the house and you're not thinking about the folks that aren't and the animals that aren't, it absolutely was beautiful. And this isn't my Good Scheetz, but I'm going to say it again. I've got the Edmonton Kubota tractor. We talked about it last episode, and it's like you talk about the timing of something because this thing's got this plow on it. And just today I took Leona and took her for a ride and just checked out some of the neighbors that hadn't yet had their snow, their driveways. We again live on an acreage, hadn't been plowed or snow blow or whatever. It wasn't done. So I went and did more of the neighbors, and man, that thing is just incredible. It just, thank goodness for it, because without it, I don't know what we'd be doing. We wouldn't be getting in and out of the yard, that's for sure.
And it also gives you some time away from the chaos in your home.
I love it.
You're like, I better go do the neighbor's six streets over here. Like you are doing it out of the goodness of your heart.
Yeah.
But you're also doing it because you love your tractor.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It is absolutely the best. Okay. Well, my good sheets, my real good sheets, my second one, speaking of you guys staying here, your mom and I have been sleeping downstairs, and we have a very small home, as we've talked about. It's only 995 square feet, 2 stories of that. And so we don't have a basement bedroom. We're in the storage room.
This is because we have a podcast studio.
Yeah, this was supposed to be a basement bedroom in some form, but we decided not to do it. We thought, we won't really need one. We got 2 bedrooms upstairs. And what we did get from our good friends at Lazy Boy Edmonton, first plugs free, we got a pull-out couch. And it's a kind of a really cool couch, and it's got a pull-out, but it's only a double bed pull-out, and it's an air mattress. And you fill this thing up. And you were reluctant to have your mom and I sleep on it. I was going to
say, I really do want to say that we didn't kick you out of your room on purpose. We weren't just like, go sleep in the basement. I was happy to do that. Then Leona got sick, and I wanted to be really close to her, and she's sleeping in the other room. I ended up, anyway, so it was an arrangement.
Okay. But anyway, we wound up on that.
We didn't kick you out. You guys were very kind to be like, you take the bedroom with the sick baby and everything. But it's worked out for you.
I like the way that you said, I don't know, Renato and I barely fit in that thing, so you guys are never going to fit.
Well, we usually sleep downstairs on the pull-out, and it is so comfortable, but, like, we are both tall, big people, and so I'm like, it is just size-wise.
Yeah. But what I was going to say is your mom and I, and don't take this the wrong way, because it's not intended to sound terrible, but, I mean, we're like touching each other when we're sleeping again for the first time in a long, long time.
Like you're cuddling.
I think the king-size bed might be the worst invention ever for married couples. And when we first got it, and we were like, okay, she's in one area code, I'm in the other. We're not touching. We're not, we can just kind of sleep, but we're, sleeping together, but we're not. But boy, oh boy, the last few days, I mean, I've been big spooning her like wild.
And you're getting along.
Like she had her pajama pants on last night, and I literally got behind her, and I put my hands right in her pockets.
I don't need too many details.
No, but not in a bad way.
In a romantic way. You're just cuddling. You're cuddling.
What's wrong with that? Renato, he hasn't spoke yet. Yes, Renato, go. What do you think?
It's just a very vivid image. I'm not sure I needed it.
Keep in mind, you're both sleeping in your matching flannel pajama.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing like going on. But I'm just saying, I just went, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got my hands in her pockets.
I understand what you're saying, and I love that this has brought you two together, this cuddling. I could not disagree more. I think that if producer Renato and I did not have a king-size bed, our relationship would be far worse.
King-size beds, I feel like, are the best invention of the 20th century.
Well, I thought so too until this week. I thought so too, but I don't think they're good for long-lasting love and marriage.
That's a skill issue. That's your own fault.
A skill issue?
Like you're not choosing to cuddle.
Yeah, get in there. Wow. You can still put your hands in your pockets in a king-size bed.
But it's like when you in a king-size bed, you feel like, well, you're not going to waste the king-size bed. You got to use the land
that you've
got,
especially because they're not cheap.
Yeah, exactly. There's no real reason to cuddle. I mean, there is, but you know what I'm saying. Like
I like my space when I'm sleeping. No. I like to. I have my leg
out.
I
thought I did too until this week.
Okay, well, I think that's a really nice and a good sheets that you two have been cuddling in the basement while we take over your house upstairs.
I think when you guys leave, whenever you leave, whether it's in a month or 3 weeks or whatever,
if we ever move out,
I think we might continue on downstairs on the double bed. On the double bed pullout.
Maybe some sheets heads can sound off on this. If getting a bigger bed is, a lot of couples do opt to continue to have a queen or smaller. Like
I remember when we got it, we thought we were in it. We thought that was heaven. But I think it's like everything. A pendulum, right? Yep. It never stops in the middle. We're either too far that way or we're too far that way. And right now, I think we're back in the perfect spot.
Cuddling.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's That's nice. That's your good sheets.
Yeah, and we'll see. And I mean, when we do sleep in, I'll let you guys know if we sleep in the king size again. If I put my hands in her pocket, so to speak, I don't know.
Okay.
We'll find out.
That's your good sheets of the week.
Absolutely. Bull Sheets brought to you by Cook County Saloon and Steakhouse, AAA Alberta Beef. They got Aaron Goodwin coming to cook on February 20th. They've got all sorts of great events that are happening in that newly renovated, incredibly large and but yet homey.
But like cozy. You feel like you're at a local fun place, but there's so much more space than there used to be.
All ages, Cook County Saloon.
Well, the saloon is not all ages.
Oh.
The restaurant is.
But I didn't mean all ages like 18 and under. I
okay,
meant all
to me, now with a toddler, if you're saying all ages, I'm bringing my kid.
I meant all
Don't bring your kids to the club.
All ages of adults.
Yeah, but you
can go to Cook County Saloon.
All ages can go to the steakhouse.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Jeez, I messed that one. I'm still thinking of your mom and pockets, I guess.
My
I don't know
God.
what's going on. All right, let's do Bull Sheets right now. You have apparently had a headache for a few days.
Yeah. I think that this, like we talked last episode, I was a bit stressed. Christmas itself, if we want to recap, went really well. We hosted a brunch, and producer Renato's family came, and then we hustled and got our crap together to go out to Thorsby so that we could go do the big family celebration, and everything went so well, and I was like, wow, what a great day. And then the next morning, I woke up with the migraine of all migraines. I'm a migraine person, so if you're a migraine person, you know this happens. It happens often for me, but this one was bad. And then Leona woke up sick, and I was like, oh my gosh. It was like a Christmas hangover hit us all like a truck. Mm-hmm. So I guess my bad sheets is just recover. When too much good happens, sometimes the pendulum swings the other way, and you're like,
same thing.
Oh, my baby has a fever, and I can't see straight, and also there's a hockey game. A lot going on. But you know what? I'm still thankful, and we still had I'm glad that everybody held out. Like, Leona was completely healthy for Christmas. Mm-hmm. I felt great that whole day. So I think that if it had to happen, let it happen on Boxing Day. But I guess my Bull Sheets is just when there's so much going on, often your body pays the price. And your body is like, you did too much. You did a bit too much.
Yeah. Well, you guys were talking, and then Bree, our friend, came over, and she also had a migraine. Yeah. And I said, I think I've had like 2 headaches in my life. Like, I'm so lucky. I don't actually get headaches. I give them to others. I think is probably the line.
Migraines are no joke. And
I can't imagine.
Shout out to my migraine people. Women get migraines a lot more than men, and I wonder why.
Yeah.
But honestly, physiologically, they do. It's a lot of like hormonal stuff.
You're right. I don't normally, like, I can't remember like a guy friend I've had who ever said, "Oh, I got a real bad headache." Like, it's
a really hormonal, like, women thing. A lot of the time, there's so many different reasons. But our grandma Dia believes that like weather changes can bring on headaches. Yeah. So maybe the snow has been bad for migraine season in that way.
Yeah.
They say you either have migraines or like IBS and bad tummy. I don't have any of that. I got the stomach of an ox, so I guess migraines are my price to pay. Something that is like very unrelated but interesting is when I was pregnant with Leona. And then for a few months afterwards were the only time in my entire life, like since I was a little kid, that I had no migraines. No migraines for the entire 10 months of pregnancy. So she cured them, and then now.
Okay, well, I guess we know how to get rid of another migraine.
Have another baby.
Exactly.
That's gonna cause all kinds of other problems.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Renato's looking at me very seriously right now.
We can't. We only have a king size bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not cuddling.
All right. My Bull Sheets is kind of related to that in a way, and it's touching babies. We all know, I've talked about this before, touching babies before they're born in the womb.
Like touching pregnant women's bellies.
Exactly.
You're not touching the actual baby.
And it's funny because we've talked about this as well, is that I don't think any woman is any more attractive than when they're like pregnant.
Yeah, they're so glowing and so magical.
And so showing. It's just the best.
Yeah, they're so cute.
But I will not. I'm sure that, and I don't, it's been many years since your mom was pregnant with you two, but I will not.
You don't like to feel the baby kick, so to speak.
No, I didn't feel.
And what is it about it that
I don't know,
it freaks you out?
Yeah, I think it does. It's like, oh my gosh.
Your grandkids in there.
I know. I love the magic of it. I understand all of that, but I've got no interest in feeling that. And I'm starting to get a little bit of peer pressure. I did with you, but I never did touch your belly when you were pregnant with Leona. Yeah. And so there's no way I'm going to be touching Leslie's because I've set myself a standard here.
Yeah, you can't pick favorites.
No, I can't do it. And you guys are
maybe
constantly, and she's like, even just before this episode, it's like, she's you're got your hands on there, and your mom's got your hands on there, and even Renato's
Have you felt the baby?
Once or twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we should say that Carter and Leslie came on to the episode. My brother Carter, his wife Leslie, came on to the podcast to talk about when they had announced their pregnancy, and now we're in the home stretch of it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have another
Like a month.
another little Scheetz head coming out very soon, which is so exciting. So she's been so pregnant at Christmas, which is adorable.
Yeah.
I don't think that I will say, I don't think I ever felt a baby kick on someone's stomach before I felt Leo, like before I was pregnant.
Right.
But since then, I loved that part. I loved when Leona would kick and I could feel it, and like I thought it was so cool. And also, I've never had a niece or nephew, so this is like a totally new and exciting experience for me. I'm so pumped for this baby in general, but I also think that since having Leona, I appreciate it more, and I want to chill with I want to feel that baby. I want to talk to my niece or nephew. I want to let them know the baby always kicks really good for me when I'm touching her belly. So I feel like it's a good sign. I might have a leg up on the relationship stuff. They'll know me. They won't even know you when they come out.
Well, I didn't touch you, and who's Leona's favorite? So I'm just saying.
You two have had quite a couple days.
Yeah.
You and Leona.
Yeah.
She is full-time grandpa mode.
We got a serious bond going on.
It's because you're the same. It's because you both are a feral toddlers.
She looks at me and goes, like, I know you will do it, whatever it is.
You two and you both just want fries all the time.
Yeah.
And you want to always go to McDonald's and play outside in the tractor.
Outside tractor.
And watch TV.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
You have the same passions.
The fact that she loves me so much and it drives the rest of the family so crazy. It's like nightmare fuel for the rest of the family, and I love it.
Yeah, she does. She does really love her grandpa.
Yeah. Well, whatever,
You've changed a few diapers and stuff coming up here, so it's not all roses.
No, it's
with
not.
her.
No, it's not.
I think she had a good Christmas, though.
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Oh, I think she had a great Christmas. Yeah, but she doesn't really care about opening gifts.
Well, that's one thing I wanted to say. It might be my bullshits is preparing. We talked last episode about how we're not a huge gifting family, but like this little girl has made us a little bit more intense into the gifts.
For sure.
And particularly wrapping. Everyone wrapped all of her little gifts individually because she loved opening her books for her advent calendar. But Christmas morning hit, and it was just producer Renato and I and Leona at home, and Honey, of course. And we had maybe 3 or 4 gifts wrapped for her. She picked one as soon as she woke up, saw the presents under the tree. She was excited. She said, "Wow." She said,
"Oh," she said, "Wow."
She said, "Wow."
That's what she said. Sorry, yeah.
And she opens one little toy, and it's a little bluey. It's a little bluey toy, little dinky toy, and she is done. Like she's very so excited to have this bluey toy, and she was hugging it and taking it around the house. And I'm like, "Okay, Leona, let's move on. We got more gifts here." No,
and that's good. That's the way it should be. I think. Watching her not just be excited about the very first gift she opened and then not caring about it anymore made me think that if your kids are blessed and lucky enough to have more than one gift, spread it out.
Oh, she's just been leisurely opening gifts for 5 days now. She just goes and picks one under the tree. She's like, "Okay, I'll open this now." But you cannot force her to open a gift.
No.
But for me, it's a bullshit because I want to know what she got. I'm a little bit more greedy than she is. She's like, no, she is really opening gifts, playing the heck out of them, and then eventually 48 hours later opening another one.
I think that's the best. And when I say stretching it out, I mean like one a month for like
that's your new theory.
10 months.
Is that for little kids they should just get one gift?
If they got 10 gifts, give them a gift a month.
Why not?
Right?
Yeah. I think the problem is that when you buy the Christmas gifts, usually it's for like what they like right now.
Oh yeah.
And all the clothes that fit them right now.
Yeah, that's true. You'd have to make sure you planned it.
I think a lesson I took away from this second Christmas with her is that like less is more. Yeah. Like next year, I didn't feel like we bought her a lot of things, but I feel like we could have even done less. Like she just really doesn't care.
No.
She just wants one good gift.
But the question is, will she start to care when she really understands?
But at that point, then you're setting the precedent. Yeah. Like the less is more approach is probably good going forward.
Because she's 17 months now, right?
16.
16 months. Because, right now she's like, ho, 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 Santa, ho, ho, ho. But she doesn't have a clue what Santa is or what he does.
No, she doesn't know that he's coming to her.
So then all of a sudden he's just going to disappear out of her life for
That's
like
the thing.
the next 10 months.
I think what's going to be hard for her is once we ever go home,
Yeah.
taking down the decorations and the tree and the Santa hats and all of that stuff and the Christmas lights. She loves Christmas lights so much. I'm like, how do we explain to her, like, where are you, Christmas? It's gone now.
Where are you, Christmas?
Yeah, it's coming back in 11 months. I'm so sorry, babe.
Where are you, Christmas? I had to do a shout out to Custom Carmen Goldsmith. They were a sponsor for a couple of months of the show. They had their big blowout, and I think that I talked to Terry and Lynn, and then I went in there actually on Christmas Eve and maybe picked up some earrings.
That's what I was going to mention.
Yeah.
Beautiful earrings for Mom.
Yeah, some nice silver ones, and I might have FaceTimed you to get your advice on
I
them.
liked being a virtual shopper.
Yeah.
And talking to Lynn.
Yeah, but I wanted to mention this, and I didn't get her permission, but I think she's going to be fine with it because I think I know Lynn pretty well.
That's always a good start.
We were talking about Christmas and Leona and the fact that the magic is back in our lives because we've got this new little one who's now just experiencing Christmas for the first time. And I remember you guys going through all of those stages. And then once you grew out of them, it made me sad. Mm-hmm. And we were talking about that as I was picking out these earrings for your mom. And she said, I was talking to Terry on the way here today, on the way into the office. And she said there might have been a couple of tears because I said, I miss my kids. And Terry said to her, you see them every day. What do you mean you miss your kids? She says, I miss my kids when they were kids. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my gosh, you are talking my language, because it's awesome to have a 30-year-old daughter you can do a podcast with, but man, it's nothing like a 6-year-old daughter or a 12-year-old daughter who's playing basketball and all of these different things. Mm-hmm. But then that 30-year-old daughter that does podcasts maybe gives you a gift like I've got now, which is another opportunity to relive all of these things, right, as a grandpa. So I thought Lynn said, I miss my kids as kids.
Yeah, that's a good one. I feel like there's probably a lot of people feeling that way. And I'm going to get emotional, but I think that like we are living that right now and we're so lucky, but it's hard to appreciate it all as it's happening. You know, it's hard to appreciate the little girl who doesn't want to open gifts because she just wants to play with her one gift or play with the box. Yeah. There's been times where we take something out of the box and she's crying because she just wants the box. Yeah. But yeah, it is a magical season, even amongst the migraines and colds and stress and all of that.
Snow.
There could just not be more snow.
And winter,
and work.
All right, but I did want to do a shout out to Custom Carmen Goldsmith as they had their big sale, and they're wishing them all the best in 2026 as they kind of change their business model. Mm-hmm. And something tells me that if you go in there probably in January, you'll still get a chance to save some money. And
for sure. And even their regular price is better than so many of the larger companies. Their overhead is so much smaller. Yeah. And they're custom pieces if there's anything that you want. If you're like, oh, I really botched that, I should have proposed over Christmas. Yeah. You still got time. New Year's Eve is coming up.
Wouldn't that be nice? Mm-hmm. New Year's Eve,
has to be one of the most proposed dates of the year.
Magical ones.
Yeah.
Because you propose right at the end of 2025, and then the person that you propose to says, "I'll let you know next year," and then they wait a second.
That's a good joke.
Yeah,
there you go. I love a New Year's Eve wedding. We went to one last year. Mm-hmm. That's like the most fun way to spend New Year's Eve. Yeah.
One of them. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Mother Dough Bread Co. They're open in West Edmonton at Winterburn Point, and we love Mother Dough Bread Co. A great bread makes a great sandwich. Mm-hmm. And what did you want to highlight today?
I just wanted to talk about the barbecue. It's the slow cooked barbecue pork sandwich. They have a variety of warm sandwiches. We've talked a lot about their cold sandwiches, but this one is just pulled pork. Their pulled pork is so amazing, and it's pulled pork, garlic butter, barbecue sauce, and their amazing slaw. And it's just right now, I think because the weather is so crazy, I've just been opting for a warm sandwich, but their pulled pork is unreal. Yeah, it's the best. I mean, we're talking about all of the different treats and food that we've eaten, but there's nothing better than a Mother Dough Bread Co. sandwich.
Comfort food.
It is comfort. That is, if we're talking about elastic waistband season, which we're in right now, which, you're only wearing sweatpants, nothing goes better with sweatpants than a great bread makes a great sandwich, and great sandwiches make for great sweatpants consuming outfits. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm losing my mind.
I was going to save you, and I thought, no, I'm going to see what
just let her ride this one out.
Yeah, I'll see if she can pull it off. Mother Dough Bread Co. again in Winterburn Point. Check them out. We're talking about gifts, and again with the little one, and I don't know if Leona would have been that excited, but there was one on trending, kind of in with the the gifts as far as one grandma who never gives the kids gifts. She always gives them money for investments. And it's not just money to go, hey, go buy something.
yourself something?
Yeah.
But invest it.
Invest it. Exactly.
That's smart thinking. That's smart grandma, for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah. What do you think that's a good idea?
I think it's a good idea for a certain age. I think that there's a certain age of kids that do want gifts or expect something small, but setting them up for the future is not a bad thing. You just have to make sure the parents aren't just pocketing that money.
Right.
If it's for little kids.
I don't know if you remember when you and your brother were young, I maybe it was just him or was it both of you that I invested some money in Nortel and it ended up doing the opposite of hitting. It basically lost it all. And it wasn't a big amount of money, but it was like, whatever, $100 or $200. And I thought maybe that was a good lesson actually for all of us because, sometimes these things don't necessarily
That's true. If you're putting it in a risky investment, if you're saving it in an RESP, that's a little different than.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact story with Nortel, but it ended up being a very bad situation.
Didn't work out.
No, for anybody.
Let's just say we're still trying to do a podcast in the basement. So. Maybe the big investment you made was creating your kids and teaching them how to edit.
There was a gold stock too. I remember. Did we buy a couple of $1,000s? And at that time, a couple of $1,000s worth was like $100,000 to us. It ended up going from $2,000 to 3 cents, or something like that, which was a good lesson too. You know what? If it sounds too good to be true,
it probably is.
It probably is.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
make sure grandma's not giving you risky investments.
This part of the show brought to you by cryptocurrency.
Oh gosh, crypto.com.
Crypto.com. Check them out right now. Get rich quick. Get rich quick, sucker.
I heard it's a great time to get into Bitcoin. You can buy.
I have no idea what it even is.
1/500th of a Bitcoin for $100 or something like that. The prices are insane.
I don't know.
If we would have I think about Bitcoin all the time because I remember when it was like first a thing, it was years ago.
Yeah.
But if you would have bought one, some websites were giving them away. You would get 1 Bitcoin if you logged into a website and now it's worth so much money. But who has the hindsight for that?
Yeah, exactly.
The foresight?
Yeah. And what do you do then? More money, more problems.
Yeah.
Right?
More gifts that your kid doesn't want to open.
Exactly. Exactly. Renato is I will let him chime in on this one because this will be a good one. There was something else that was trending that I can't remember which one of the family members. I think probably Leslie sent in the group chat, and basically it was a mother who said that she only wants to go on a vacation with her immediate family. So like our situation, there sounded like there was a brother and a sister, and maybe they were both married, but they said, you know what? The in-laws don't come on this trip. We're just going to do like a good old-fashioned family trip with
your original kids that you raised.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was like, you have these new additions, but it's still important to bond as a original family unit. Well, I would love to hear what producer Renato has to say about that.
Listen, I can finally catch up on some TV shows I've been meaning to watch.
Hey, I don't think Leona's invited in that case, so you have her.
That's true. I don't
She's not original.
We were talking about this.
she's invited in our situation.
Do grandkids count? Because they're not part of the original crew, so I would say they don't count.
Yeah.
So Leona's staying with me. Yeah. And actually, maybe she can go with you. I'll let you take her.
Yeah, all of a sudden, if you say she's not involved, then
you're less into the idea.
Yeah, I'm less into the idea. I can't imagine saying no, sorry, these ones can't come.
I think that the original family evolves. I would say now there's no way that you don't consider your daughter-in-law and brother, or daughter-in-law and son-in-law. I am really losing it today. Yeah. Your original family. Once your kids marry or they have partners that are long term, those are in your family. I think it's.
I mean, for better or worse.
I think it's kind of weird.
For better.
I think it's really weird. I think it would be very weird to say. I think that obviously, as a person, you have your own family and your own connections. But I don't know. Yeah. Maybe one dinner, but not a whole trip. Yeah. Even a whole dinner might be weird. I don't know. I like to bring Renato everywhere. I like Leslie to come everywhere.
I tease them a lot, but I can't imagine not having them involved. That would be terrible.
One thing about, I think I said this on the podcast with Carter and Leslie, but it feels to me like Leslie has been in our family the whole time. I think back to memories that happened years and years ago, and I'm thinking and Renato and Leslie, and I'm like, oh, they weren't there, but I can't picture that anymore. They're just part of the family, it's like they've always been here,
like a wart.
Yeah. They just stick around.
I also think it's if you and care went on a vacation together for
Like
a
mom
weekend.
and daughter.
Yeah, like that makes sense. Or Chris and Carter.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm not.
Or
gonna,
a Talking Scheetz retreat.
Exactly. But like if it's everybody, just not Leslie and I, that just would be weird. But
Yeah.
that's fine. Leslie and I will go to Vegas.
Go to the spa.
Yeah. We'll have some peace and quiet for once.
No sheets to clean up after.
You're not going to have peace and quiet because you've got her with you, remember? She's kind of a bit of a yapper.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, okay. So you're saying, yeah, I don't think that...
No, I mean, she was very passionate in the TikTok that got sent.
Well, she obviously doesn't like... It's sad because she
Yeah,
obviously
I think
does... There's something going on. She obviously doesn't like the additions or the choices that her children have made, and that's sad. That's really, I'm happy with the one. Like I said, I take runs at them all the time, but I'm happy with what we got.
I can't stop yawning. Producer Renato was yawning across and then I got caught. I think it does depend how close the family is in general, though. Like, if we all lived somewhere else and you never got to see your kids, like, I feel like we all get enough time with each other that it doesn't feel like you need this, like, separate time with certain people or whatever.
Yeah.
I would like to send you on an in-laws trip. Just you and Renato and Leslie. That would be mom and dad, or you and mom and Renato and Leslie. That would be a funny trip. The in-laws. You'd have a great time.
I think I'm sick that weekend.
Okay, one more thing that got everybody going today when I mentioned it. I think we should talk about this because I said I saw it was trending and it was going on, of course, with these 30 below temperatures. Why teens don't wear coats? Why teens don't wear it? And again, I was just as bad. I remember we'd wait for the bus. It would come pick us up at the end of the driveway, and my brother and I would, because we'd pack our running shoes with us. We'd take our snow boots off and put our runners on while we were waiting for the bus, and it's 30 below. Why? Like, why would you not? But it was like we were too cool to be warm.
Yeah, I think that like something that happens when your brain fully develops is that you realize that like warm clothes are okay.
Yeah.
But it is a thing. We live very close to a high school, and if it's around lunchtime or when school gets out and we're driving, I'm just like, girls, put on a jacket. Like, what are we doing? These boys are wearing shorts. Why? Yeah. What makes a teenage brain think that like being cold makes them cool? It is so. And one thing I love about it is that like it's something that has never changed. Being a teenager now is an extremely different experience than it was 30 years ago. But the one thing that has stayed the same is like you don't want to wear a coat. Yeah. I don't remember being too much like that. I remember I think that but I'm sure it hit me. I remember being young and going to the bars on White Ave or Cook County Saloon, as we talked about, and never wanting to bring a jacket into coat check. Like you'd buy a $9 vodka slime, but you couldn't spend $1 on coat check.
Right.
So you would just be waiting out, and there'd be long lines outside of Cook County, and you would be so cold in like your denim skirt or whatever. So I remember that part being like too cool to bring a coat to the bar, which again is just crazy. Bring a jacket. Yeah. You're waiting outside, and then coat check it.
I know. It
exists for a reason.
So I was doing a little bit of research on this today, and then because one of the people that was talking about why kids don't wear warm clothes is because apparently we've got something called brown fat that we're born with, and babies have it. I think my granddaughter has quite a bit of brown fat
in her cheeks for sure.
Fries, please.
Fries.
And she that's what she thinks about French fries. So but anyway, they say this brown fat you're born with it, and then you slowly lose it as you get older, but you still have it as a teenager, and it just naturally keeps you warmer. So I don't know,
so these kids aren't as cold then.
That's what they say.
It looks.
And then once they lose this, and then
I think that like Albertans, especially right now, I wish we had adapted to keep our brown fat. I could use. I'm not saying I need more fat on me at this point, especially after the week of eating we've had. Yeah. But if I could be a little warmer outside in this weather, that'd be nice.
I don't know if my fat's green or whatever, but I got a lot of it. But it's not keeping me warm.
What's the thing you've been eating? Your fat is mostly made of turkey stuffing right now.
Oh, dressing. Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, why kids don't? And we just always, it's every generation, and it would have been our parents. I don't know about our grandparents, our great-grandparents, probably not our great-grandparents.
I have to think they wore what they had in terms of like to keep warm. They did. Yeah. There's no way that the pioneers of Alberta were too cool to put on a coat if they had one available, and they were wearing furs and things like that.
I wonder what teenagers of those eras were like in the dirty 30s. It's so hard to say.
You'll have to tell me.
All right, it's time for Community Sheets, brought to you by Crystal Glass. Crystal Glass, they're absolutely incredible, of course, for residential and business glass. They nail it. They've done it well for over 70 years. The other thing they do is community, and that's why they sponsor Community Sheets right here on The Big Show. Selfishly, as we get set for the new year, we've got some big things happening with Alberta Dreams, the charity that I proudly work for, of course, delivering dreams to chronically and seriously ill children across the province of Alberta. And this coming year, the goal is to do 40 of these life-changing dreams for 40 years. Okay, so 40 of them. So you do the quick math of that. That's basically $10,000 a dream. That's basically $400,000. That's a lot of money. And I think the most dreams that the organization's ever done in the first 39 years in a year was about 30.
Wow.
So we got to crank it up, and we got to make that happen. So we're going to be looking for your help. You can go to albertadreams.ca and find out how you can help out this wonderful organization and help us deliver these dreams. So many great things have happened in the last couple of weeks. Some very special donations have come in and things like that to make this thing possible.
Holiday season of giving.
Exactly.
Which is great.
Exactly. Yeah. And we will be at the Brett Kissel concert, which is going to be happening at the Silent Ice Center on New Year's night. You talked about a great New Year's party. We're going to have it. I'll be hosting. We'll be doing the 50-50 at the event. You can still get your tickets for the show. Morgan Kleiber will be there. Haley Benedict. We love those two as well. And Brett Kissel. And it's just going to be a fantastic night. And again, Alberta Dreams will be the recipient of the 50-50 at that show. And your mom's going to be selling 50-50 tickets. And
Hopefully wearing something glittery.
She will. Yeah.
I love New Year's Eve. I think New Year's Eve is Christmas is my favorite day of the year.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve might be my second. I love it.
Really?
I just think first off, I love a sparkly outfit.
Yeah.
I love just the excitement about starting something new.
Anticipation.
Yeah. We'll be talking a lot more about New Year's resolutions and our ins and outs for the year and kind of our Talking Scheetz year in review recap in the next episode.
Because our next episode will be our official year.
Our anniversary.
Our 52nd show.
Yeah, our anniversary episode. And also, it will be in 2026.
Right.
The next episode, which is just so crazy.
Yeah, it is.
This year went so fast.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe it.
Can't believe it.
Nobody's ever said that before.
But it really did.
Yeah.
52 episodes?
Yeah.
When you think back to that?
Yeah. And the fact that we've done all 52.
Yeah. That's a miracle.
That's impressive. A lot of podcasts take a week or two off, right? Mm-hmm. Not this one.
No, and certainly there's been weeks where we probably should have. Maybe this one right now as I can't keep my eyes open.
Well, I appreciate the fact that you've plowed through it.
We're doing our best.
Yeah, literally snow plowed through it.
Everyone listening to this is sleepy too, so it's okay.
Yeah, I think so. And you might be listening to this in February because how many people in our lives that are Sheets heads every week have said, "Oh my gosh, it's been so busy the last couple of weeks, I haven't had a chance to listen."
The best is people that reach out on Instagram and say, "I'm so sorry, I haven't listened this week yet." They're letting us know. I'm like, "You're good, girl. Listen when you can. It's a crazy time for everyone."
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
If I wasn't making this podcast, I wouldn't have had time to listen to it this week.
My line is, this one is so good, I think I might even listen to it. So
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Exactly. All right. Well, Renato, we didn't let you talk very much.
I would like him to, before we go, recap Santa Wrestling quickly.
Oh, my gosh.
Last episode, if you did hear it, for those of you that listened, we talked about how producer Renato was away because he was at a Santa Wrestling event. And we did get a few questions in the comments being like, what the heck? And I said, I don't know.
So Top Talent Wrestling is a local agency or booking company that brings in indie wrestling, right? So these happen at little venues. This one happened to be a Midway,
pretty big venue.
Formerly, what was it, the Ranch?
The Ranch. Many memories.
Exactly.
I stood outside of the Ranch without a coat many, many, many times.
So there was a pretty good lineup, and the headliners of this particular night was a Santa match. So it was kind of based on Home Alone. So there was Santa Claus, and on his it was a tag team match. So Santa and Kevin McAllister, who was played by Macaulay Culkin,
Kevin,
as like an adult. And he had like long hair, and he like vaguely looked by him. It was a little bit of a stretch, but we allowed it. And then there was also their opponents were like the burglars in Home Alone. So the two guys, they have names, but I don't remember them. So Santa, Kevin against the burglars, and it was a pretty good match. They started bringing out the chairs and hitting each other with the chairs and doing all sorts of wacky stunts. But then something less funny happened. It was getting close to the end of the match. Like you could tell these matches have rhythm, and you can kind of tell when you're approaching the climax, and you're
They're
going to get
choreographed.
that 1, 2, 3, and you hear the bell. But then Kevin goes up on the side, and he climbs up, and he's going to do this big jump, and we're all excited. And he jumps, but he overshoots one of the burglars and just smacks his head on the tarp, and doesn't move. And then it gets really silent at midway. And we're just like, oh my God, did Kevin McAllister just die?
That would have been a little
That is
alarming.
not, that is not how Home Alone went.
It is not. It would have been, and that was December 23rd. It would have been a big buzzkill for Christmas. But no, it was a little bit, it was very concerning. He didn't move, and then
They stretchered him off?
Immediately, so he made this jump, and then you could tell something was wrong because he wasn't moving. So then they quickly ended the match. Santa got somebody down and pinned him, and then you got the 3 count. But you could tell
Santa still won, most importantly.
Santa
So
won.
Santa saw this man laying there and said, "Uh-oh, I better do something
The belt's
here."
up for grabs. I got to get it.
But
Otherwise,
Santa's
Mrs.
got that
Claus will
dog
be-
in him. Santa's got that dog in him. We know there's no way you can make it to that many homes and that many nights
No.
if you're not a competitor.
I mean, you're going to
Exactly.
see some things, and whatever. You got to deal with
Yeah.
it.
Oh, Santa's been through it.
But we could tell that the match ended in a way that it wasn't supposed to, and then all of a sudden they start motioning people over, and you're like, wait, I think this isn't part of, because it's all rehearsed.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, and premeditated. But we're like, this doesn't seem like it's part of the script. And then you had there's somebody from the ambulance coming, and then literally the ambulance came and took him on a stretcher. And then at one point, again, it was very quiet. He put up his hand and he gave us a thumbs up, and we all cheered. And I mean, at that point, we still didn't know what happened to him. But then later on that night, he posted on Instagram, all bloodied in his face, and he's like, I'm all good.
Was it close? I think he said it was a close call.
Close call. We did not watch a man die or get paralyzed. So,
Okay.
So Santa wrestling was a success.
it was a blast.
Yeah.
I'm going back in February.
Yeah. What's February? Is it like
Did they also?
Cupid
they're not
wrestling?
Santa in February.
No, in February they're bringing in Microman, who's like a small person wrestler.
Okay.
And a very good wrestler. It's not exploitive where it's just it's small people wrestling. He happens to be a small person, and they're bringing him in. He's like a famous indie wrestler.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go see Microman.
There you go.
Yeah. So that's in February.
Oh,
First
I hope-
flug's free.
First flux free.
What if they grab little Micro Man and throw him? He'll just go flying right out of the ropes.
They do things like that.
Yeah.
They use their size to their advantage.
So if you catch him, do you get to take him home?
Probably.
Oh my gosh. I don't know, guys.
He could have been one of Santa's elves.
You're going to play poker tonight, so I don't know what's going to happen.
He's got
with
a
you.
lot of boys' activities over the holidays.
Yeah, must be nice, eh? Must be nice. Well, there it is. The next time we talk to you, hey, we'll talk to you next year.
Yeah, we'll see you next year. That's the best dad joke ever.
Thank you to Crystal Glass, Londonderry Dodge, Cook County Saluted Steakhouse, and Mother Dough Bread Co. for providing this wonderful show today.
It's really wonderful.
All right, Bailey, you can go to sleep now.
Thank you to the Scheetz heads for sitting with us here.
Absolutely.
Even when we got nothing to talk about, there's nowhere cause there's something about you and me just sitting around talking sheets.